everybody, today's tutorial is another Halloween tutorial, as you can see, and today I'm a cat. This look is very graphic. It involves a lot of black eyeliner and patience. I'm also going to show you how I did this hair bow at the end of this tutorial, and with all that being said, let's do this. Hi again. The first thing I'm going to do is tie my hair at the top of my head because it's just annoying me. Afterwards, I'm going to use my usual moisturizer, and this is the one from La Roche Posay, and it's the Nutric Intense. On top of that goes this primer, and this is the Lancome La Base Pro. And then I'm going to start doing my cat eyes, and I'm priming first my eyelids with the Studio Sculpt concealer in NV25. To set that, I'm using a MAC Prep&Prime loose translucent powder, and this goes over my eyelids and that base. This brush is a NYX brush and it's in B14. Then I'm going to dip my 228 Zoeva brush into my soft brown single eyeshadow from MAC and run it along my crease. And with this eyeshadow I'm going quite far into the inner part of my eye crease. And I just realized I need actually a bit of a base underneath my eyes because I'm going with this eyeshadows quite far towards the nose, and I don't want to ruin my work by applying the concealer afterwards. I'm using here an IT Cosmetics brush. This is the Heavenly Luxe Dual Airbrush Concealer Brush. And here I'm doing just a bit of a setting work. I'm using that same loose powder from MAC. So I'm dusting this all over the areas where I've applied that concealer. And now back again with my soft brown and the 228 from Zoeva. I'm basically continuing what I started. So that means applying this eyeshadow all over my crease area, but also going quite far outside the eye socket and quite far inside the eye socket. Here I'm taking Handwritten from MAC and another Zoeva brush. This is the 231, and I'm working that crease again. I'm concentrating my work on my outer part, but I'm also going inwards quite a bit. But most of the intensity is going to be on the outer part. And as you can see, I'm also mapping out my cat eye with this eyeshadow. And to smooth out the edges, I'm using Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. And now this is just a small step, but of a big importance. I'm adding here a bit of a highlight. This is a Dior one underneath my eyebrow and on the tear dot area. Then I decided to apply my foundation, and this is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24 Hours foundation, and this is in the shade 005. It also has a hint of a perfume in it, but many foundations have the Dior ones, the Chanel ones, and so on. Oh, and this is a Lenibrush. I'm taking here a clean Japonesque brush just to clean up the edges. I just wanted to tell you that this is looking almost identical with the Zoeva 227, the soft definer brush. To add more coverage, I'm using the same Stila Perfecting Concealer in the shade 02, and I'm applying it with the same IT Cosmetics brush. I'm really loving this IT Cosmetics brush because it's duo-ended. It has like a buffing end and this smoothing one. This really helps to clean underneath and make that flick really sharp. Next, I'm setting my entire face with the same MAC powder, and this is a Real Techniques powder brush. this is a Smashbox contour palette, and I'm using that middle shade, the bronze one, to bring a bit of a life into my skin. Because at the moment I'm looking quite ghostly white. Now for this look, I'm going quite heavy-handed on my bronzer. I'm applying this more than usual, as you can see. So I want my lighter areas to really stand out and the ones a bit darker to really sink in. Now I'm dipping into that contour shade, which has more of a grayish undertone, and this is a contour brush from Zoeva also. Then I'm taking this Zoeva 227 and I'm dipping into those two shades I've used, and I'm mixing them because I don't want my nose contour to be too cool or too warm. Then the matte highlight shade from the palette, which is like a light banana color, I'm running along my nose, so the bridge of my nose, and underneath my contour. And this is a step used to make my contour stand out even more. Here I'm using Max Factor's Masterpiece Color Precision Eyeshadow in Pearl Beige, and wow, I mean wow, this color though. This is like a liquid eyeshadow, and I'm using this to carve out the inner half of my eyelid. So this is going to be like a half cut crease look. Because I want more precision around the crease line, I'm using a concealer brush from KIKO, and this is the 203. Okay, my base for the inner half of my lid is laid down, and now I'm just going over with the same Handwritten, so over the line I've created with that liquid eyeshadow. I definitely want like a gradient from that darkest eyeshadow to the lightest one. To highlight the highest points of my face, I'm using the same highlighter from Dior. I love using this fan brush from Zoeva because it lays down the right amount of the product, where I want it, how I want it, and it's just feather light, this brush. I'm using here the gel eyeliner from Inglot in black to do the graphic part of this eye look. So for this Halloween cat look, I'm definitely doing my flick a bit longer than I usually do it on myself. And always when applying eyeliner, make sure to go right in between those lashes, whether it's for this look or another one, just a simple one, it doesn't matter, it just looks better. I'm also lining the lower lash line with the same gel eyeliner, and I'm also doing like a double elongated inner flick with this. So the lower lash line and the top lash line are going to meet up at the base of my nose, so the side of my nose. I also cleaned up a bit underneath my eyes with the concealer because I had a bit of a transfer. Now this step is to smoke out the lower lash line, and this is Handwritten from MAC and a Sephora brush, and I'm also elongating that inner flick of the eye look. I'm now using the same mixture from the Smashbox contour palette because I felt like my nose contour wasn't enough. I'm also contouring my collarbones with the same mixture from the palette, from the Smashbox palette. For the inner rim of my eyes, I'm going to use this razor sharp long wear liquid eyeliner in Space Cowboy from Urban Decay. This is going over the waterline and also that small tear dot area that's left bare. I'm here going to coat my lashes, my top lashes, with the YSL mascara in black. And then the lower ones with the MAC Extended Play in extra black. Now it's time for the false eyelashes. Those are the Iconics from the House of Lashes, and those are the original ones, so not the light ones. For my eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills deep brow pomade in medium brown, and this is a really fine brush from Zoeva also. And on the top inner part of my eyebrow, I'm going quite far outside the line. So I'm doing those fine lines just to mimic those, eyebrows from a cat. For the tip of my nose, I'm using the same black gel from Inglot and an angled brush from Real Techniques, and I'm mimicking the form of the nose of a cat. I'm also doing my top lip only with the same gel eyeliner. I'm overlining my natural lip line just because I want to, because my lips are not so full, and this being opaque and matte and black is going to cover my natural line. I also did extend the corner of my lip quite dramatically, so I went quite far outside towards the ears. And if you can do a perfect line, just as I couldn't, just take your concealer or your foundation and clean up underneath. For my bottom lip, I'm using a lip liner from Maybelline, and this is the Nude Seduction. The lipstick is also from Maybelline, and it's going over that lip liner. For the life of me, I can't remember the name, but I'm going to pop that in the description bar. And of course, as soon as I put this lipstick on, it had to transfer. For the last step of this makeup, I'm going to use the same gel eyeliner from Inglot, and I'm going to draw on my face, my whiskers, and here you go, I'm a cat. Now for my hair, I had like 2 or 3 ideas in my head, but eventually I stuck with this one. It's just not that complicated to follow and to do, and I guess that's why I did it. First I'm going to comb my hair because it's a mess right now. Then I'm going to put it in a regular ponytail, quite up high and off-centered a bit. I have many layers in my hair, and it's going to make it a bit more difficult to do, but it's really not that big of a problem. I just have more ends to deal with. I'm using my favorite hairspray from Idole and a teasing brush like this to tease the inner part of each section of the ponytail. Then I'm going to take that section and roll it inwards and pin it into place. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other section. So I'm also rolling this section inwards and pin it into place. About the half of it is going to be my bow, and the other half, the loose end. Okay, and now the loose end, I'm going to bring it over the middle of my bow. I'm also using bobby pins where I think I need it. So as you can see, I'm arranging my bow so that it looks nice. And the loose ends, I'm going to tuck them in and bobby pin them into place. And also use them to my advantage and, hide the imperfections. And I'm quite done. Thank you for watching. So guys, this is it. I really hope you liked the look. If you did, give me a thumbs up and tell me in the comments down below what you think about this look. Would you wear it? If you recreate this look, send me photos, please, on my Instagram with my hashtag ILINCA WOLFF. I would love to see your photos. Tell me in the comments down below. So until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you. Bye.